I know you can't tell by looking at me, but I'm almost 40 years old, and I've been in various areas of the music business now for 20 years. And I've decided to dial down everything that I've seen that you're gonna need to make it into 3 key areas. I feel very fortunate that I've been able to observe and work in this business for so long, and just being able to see it from all these different angles. Because sometimes when you really need an answer on something, you need what's called a large sample size. I talk to a lot of artists about this, and they'll talk just about their paths. They're coming at this from their own unique story, and that's all they know. And most likely, your path will not be the same as Skrillex's path or Diplo's path. What we've been able to do at our school, Cosmic Academy, is look at thousands of artists collectively. And you might be new here, so here's some quick background. The first half of my career for about 10 years, I was very successful at throwing concerts and buying talent. I've literally booked thousands of artists. I've done over $10 million in ticket sales. My efforts have been featured in Forbes, Billboard, Rolling Stone, MTV. So during that first 10 years, we were able to look at why are certain artists successful? Why do we want to book them? And then in the second half of my career, for the last 10 years, I've been running the program here at Cosmic Academy. Cosmic Academy is an artist development program, and now we've worked with over 1,000 artists. They sign to the biggest labels like Spinnin, Defected, Monstercat, Anjuna. They play the biggest shows from Ultra to Tomorrowland, and every year we have 3-4 students playing EDC. So we can take all of that data and drill it down to 3 key areas. And yes, I brought up my school, and I don't care if you want to join it. I'm not here for that. I'm telling you to take the lessons that we've learned and use it for yourself. Now, if you want to take the program, that's fine too, but at least use the information. So the 3 key areas, the 3 key steps that you need: professional quality sound, an authentic brand, and community. Music, brand, community. And then there's a 4th bonus one that I'm gonna add at the end. But I promise, all the successful students we've had, all the successful artists I've booked, they're all excelling in these 3 areas. Let's start with the first: professional quality sound. Today, the most overlooked area of sound is the quality. Everyone's trying to make like the catchiest melody or the most unique sound design. But if your quality is awful, you're not gonna be taken seriously. Last year, our students signed 537 records to labels. So I can tell you with 100% certainty that quality is what your record is being tested for. Now think about this logically. A label, a venue, whoever you're pitching to, they don't have the time to listen to a 5-minute song. If you're lucky, they'll listen for 10, 15 seconds. There's no guarantee that they're gonna make it to your super creative melody, your super creative drop. So in that quick 10 seconds, they're judging the quality. Anyone who's been doing this a while, they can tell within seconds, does this person know what they're doing? How's the compression? How's the EQ? How's the mixing? How's the mastering, the vocal processing? And they immediately realize that your stuff is not there from a quality standpoint. You're not gonna get them to listen to the rest. So think of your quality as the gatekeeper. But I didn't just say quality sound, I said professional quality sound. What I mean by professional is that has a lot to do with the output of your music. I don't think the average producer realizes how much music their favorite artist is actually making, or how much quantity is demanded. You can't just make 10 songs a year. In our program, we get our students to finish a song a week. And that might sound crazy to you, but again, think about this logically. 1 song a week is 4 songs a month. Some of those will get rejected, some of those you're gonna hate. So maybe out of those 4, you get 1 that comes out each month, maybe 1 every 2 months. That's a really good pacing for a full year. You know, that could be 12, 10 songs per year. But if you're sitting there thinking like, Justin, the labels, they want too much music, that's too much. It's not labels, it's the audience. The fans today have the attention span of a squirrel. It's not enough to give them 1 or 2 songs per year. You have to keep feeding them. So producing a lot of music that is high quality, is the first key. The second key is an authentic brand. I'm very honored that I get asked to speak at a lot of the best universities in the world. I just got back from speaking at UPenn. They have the #1 business school in America. And everyone there was asking me about brand. You hear this word so often, what is a brand? The way I explain it is your brand is the world that you create around the music, around the product. And then you realize that branding is all about connection. You love your favorite artist because you feel connected to them. You could probably tell me a lot about your favorite artist, but realize those people are making a conscious effort to package and connect with you on certain things. John Summit goes on his benders and he's an accountant and he's hungover. We only know that because he decides to make content and package that to put out to you. Diplo loves doing marathons and he's a surfer. We only know that because he makes a conscious decision to put out content about it. This goes back to when you're in 3rd grade. You see a kid on the playground, they have a Pokemon backpack, you see the Pokemon backpack, you like Pokemon, and that's how your friendship starts. That kid had to go to his parents and say, I like Pokemon, I want this backpack, I want to communicate that to other people. Content, marketing, branding, that's what it is. People are trying to connect with you, and they won't be able to connect with you if you're just sitting there posting cool pictures of yourself. Let's pause for a moment. What the fuck is that even about? The DJ producer that just sits there and posts like a picture of themselves. They're trying to look cool. They're decked out in all black clothes. They're wearing sunglasses at night and they're like under a bridge doing prayer hands. What the hell is that? That's not communicating anything about who you are. You need to be authentically showcasing what you're about. If you look at our student nostalgics, if you went to her TikTok, her content, so much she puts out there, you'll get to know her. Our student Worm, I just helped him sign this great deal with Dimac. If you go to his page, you'll see all this stuff with Chipotle. He's an official Chipotle partner now. How is that possible? He made a lot of content about how much he loves Chipotle. And you will get to know him through that shared interest. Please realize that fans are going to discover you on these platforms. Wasserman, which is the largest agency in the world, just did a study on where people today are discovering new music. It's not the radio. It's TikTok and Instagram. So a potential fan will see you on these platforms, they're gonna check you out, and that's how the process begins. And if you aren't showing anything about yourself and you're not doing the branding, there's nothing for them to connect with. So that's the key area number 2. That's your brand, and today you need it. Third key area is community. This might be the most important one of all. From all the artists I've mentored and all the artists I've booked, the ones that succeed are the ones that have some sort of community. Doing this alone is almost impossible. Even more so today. Making music is very isolating. Making content is very isolating. We all have social anxiety, we all have self-doubt, we all overthink. Everything I just said can be solved with community. And it's actually built into the current business model of music. I was talking to my girl Holly about this recently. Labels function more so like artist collectives and interdependent groups. Anjuna is a label, correct? But when our student Bexy signs there, she doesn't just get benefits from Anjuna, the label, she also gets benefits from the fact that they have a radio show. Group therapy. She gets benefits from the fact that they're run by artists above and beyond. She'll do shows with them. She does festivals that they put on. She does collaborations with the other artists on Anjuna like Genix. Look at some of your favorite artists. A lot of them are starting to operate like this. And I'm not talking about these big majors anymore. Oh, Universal, Sony, Warner. I'm talking about ones like Dimac, which is Steve Aoki, Revealed, which is Hardwell, or Drumcode, which is Adam Bayer. Now think about Drumcode. Our student Charles D is signed to Drumcode. That is not just a label. That is a collective. He's playing Drumcode shows. He's playing on their radio show. He's collabing with other DJs on the label. So we kind of follow the same model at Cosmic Academy. And the results that our program has had, all of them are stories of students helping other students. I do have to give the shameless plug for our school. In our main program, we work on all the stuff we talked about today, from the music, the brand, the community. If you want help getting there faster, getting to the next level, I'll leave a link below to apply right in the comments. People ask me though, they're like, all right, well, what happens if I don't want to use the labels? What happens if I don't join a program like yours? What do I do about community? There's still plenty of communities out there. People still sleep on Facebook groups. There are Facebook groups for everything that you could potentially like. Go there. There are Discords for everything that you could potentially be interested in. Also, there's nothing stopping you from just cultivating it yourself. When it comes to networking, I think most people have it backwards. They think networking is about talking and pitching, but it's actually about listening and giving value. So you could be going out there, going out on Instagram, going out in the comments section on TikTok and just shedding love on people. Hey man, I see that you like this DJ, me too, like great to connect with you. I know it's scary, but remember what I said before, we all have social anxiety. And you could literally do this from the comfort of your couch. You don't have to leave. Now, the last bonus area that we found to be extremely important as time is going on is the progression of your skills and what you learn. Everyone you're competing with is constantly getting better, and that's probably even sped up via AI. So you have to keep leveling up as well. So I'm gonna have a video pop up. The algorithm is gonna decide it for you. It's literally telling you, it knows you better than me. It's telling you, you need to go watch this. You should learn this. So that's gonna pop up. Check that out. We'll see you in that one.